All right, this may be an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna tell you straight up. I watched CNN, watched the news, watched Killer Mike do his speech. I've seen a lot of people on social media saying, yeah, Killer Mike. And I like Killer Mike. He's been representing and cutting down Candace Owens or whatever her name is. I love Trigger Warning. That's his special, his series on Netflix. But that speech, as inspirational as it was and as heartfelt and emotional as it was, the main part of that speech was some bull. Straight up bull. So, I'm not talking about what they did to George Floyd. We all know that was wrong. We all know that was wrong. We all know that the cops should be locked under the jail for that, all four of them. But he came across as an old person that's out of touch with the streets, that's out of touch with the youth, and that means high school and college students. And he just seems like a politician that really buys into the system that's played out. And if I was ripping and running in the streets, rioting and protesting and causing havoc because I didn't like what happened with the law and the murder up in Minneapolis, I wouldn't hear a word that Killer Mike said. Because as much as he's against racism, as much as he's against the murder that took place with George Floyd, as much as he thinks those cops should be found guilty and dealt with expeditiously, expediently, after all that rah-rah, Killer Mike said, go home, fill out the census, and get some friends to fill out the census, and vote. People don't want to hear that right now. If something happens to you, or if someone you know has been harmed or killed, and you feeling that rah-rah and you want to just go and do something because you pissed off, you don't want to hear someone say, hey, calm down. We're gonna do the voting thing and just fill out the. Look, this is what we gotta do. We gotta go home. We have to vote, and then we have to let people know where we live. You know, and let them know what race we are and how much money we make and which zip code we're in, and we can get some money. You know what I'm saying, for our communities. People don't want to hear that, and he lost me with that message. As articulate as he was, as emotional as he was, the core of that message, or should I say the solution within his message, it wasn't working. It didn't hit home. And I've seen a lot of things take place. I've seen murders happen. I've been ripping and running in the streets before. That message, in one ear, out the other ear, whatever. What he has to say up to this point, and I'm talking about just that speech. I'm not talking about who he is and what he stands for, because I love, Killer Mike and how strong he is politically. But that's not what we're talking about. And Killer Mike is always talking about guns. And the message that he gave off reflects someone who is powerless. And Killer Mike is not powerless, but he's talking as if everyone out there is really powerless outside of the political realm. So that's how I came across. I know it may be unpopular with you all. I really don't think, as a matter of fact, I'm sure that all of the rioting in Minneapolis and all of the civil disobedience led to that punk Derek Chauvin or whatever his name is, that punk policeman. It led to him getting locked up. And at this rate, saying, look, don't do all that, because that's what got him in jail. So if everyone didn't do that, he wouldn't be in jail. And yeah, we can fill out the census all we want and we can vote all we want. But you gotta look at it this way. If over 50% votes for the candidate that you aren't supporting, and we're talking about local governments, and the candidate you're supporting is only 49%, then the same person is still in there, same laws continue, and you just can't wait for a vote to get somebody up out of there. Or you can't wait for a vote to have something be implemented. You can't wait for a vote to take action against injustice. You can't. So yes, the census sounds good. When everything is cool, yeah, the census makes 100% sense. When everything is cool. But as soon as something goes down and something happens, oh, no one wants to hear about a census at a time like this. Nobody want to hear about voting until November. So you mean we're going to go home and sit and make a plan to fill out the census, and then what are we going to do from June, July, August, September, October? That's 5 months. Yeah, we can get 10 friends to vote or whatever. But people are going to go to the polls this year. It's just a matter of who they vote for. But I'm going to tell you like this. Killer Mike, I love you a lot. I still support Killer Mike. Don't get it wrong. This ain't no cancel thing. I support him. I just don't agree with his message. The delivery was the bomb. But that message was some bull, and y'all know it. Everybody go home, plan, strategize, mobilize. Sounds good. Fill out the census and then vote and get some. No. We're gonna cause some harm right now, and hey, what happens happens when the smoke clears, and as long as we're alive, we'll be here to vote that orange punk out in November. But until then, hey, moves are gonna be made, and the youth are the ones that are doing it, and that's some older people who's trying to deliver some weak, lame messages. That's just how it is. Thank you for watching. I'm Money Green. Talk to me.
Make money, go shopping. Soon another video.